Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Olumide Macaulay. On the program today, a community in Imo State welcomes first ever primary health care center for over 3 decades. Governor Ibikule Amosu insists on purposeful leadership, sends head of service 16 permanent secretaries. An APC governorship candidate and Governor Udom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom State put politics aside for the good of the state's economy. Thank you so much for joining us. The Nigerian Army and their counterparts in the Air Force have stepped up activities in various parts of the country to check the dangers posed by escaping Boko Haram members and herdsmen who attack farmers in their communities. The Nigerian Air Force says it's begun helicopter surveillance of communities in southern Kaduna which have been ravaged by crisis in recent times.
For every problem that arises in a nation, there should be a solution. And this can be said for Nigeria, currently battling to ensure its security apparatus is efficiently equipped to ensure all vices standing against its stability are stamped out. The persistent problems of insurgent attacks by the Boko Haram sect and clashes between herdsmen and farmers are some of the priority issues on the table of the federal government. And the military, in devising means of quelling the threats, is also reaching out to the civilian society on vigilance. First is the army, whose attempt at dislodging the Boko Haram sect is steadily reaping fruits. Their efforts have put the terrorists on the run, causing them to mix with society. This meeting in Jos, Plateau State, is to warn of suspicious characters.
And let go to see that we are making bold and steady progress in the operation in the Northeast. As you are aware, that Camp Zero has been captured, and there is the need for us to be conscious security-wise because of the likelihood of the escapees to infiltrate into the civil society. I believe it's because of that we have a military post by your entrance. It is not to intimidate you or harass you, it is to further give you public confidence that the state is safe.
Then there is the Air Force, taking responsibility for the aerial surveillance to fish out herdsmen, allegedly unleashing mayhem in communities. This exercise in Kaduna State is coming after attacks in southern Kaduna sparked protests and allegations of genocide.
While at Angwarimi, I made a contact with the commander of the army unit on the ground, the 4th Battalion. So I assured him that henceforth, whenever he's going on patrol or any mission, we are going to coordinate and give him air cover to assist him in carrying out his mission.
Without adequate security in place, all other attempts at development may as well be in vain. So it behoves on the security forces protecting the nation to ensure that peace reigns.
And in the north-central region of the country, victims of herdsmen attacks in 2016 have given a January the 10th ultimatum to the Benue State House of Assembly to pass the Open Grazing Prohibition Bill 10 months after it was presented, or risk peaceful occupation and takeover of the Assembly complex. The victims under the umbrella Movement Against Herdsmen Occupation gave the ultimatum at the Open Congress convened in Makurdi, where they also called on the international community to hold the state lawmakers responsible for any loss of lives in the hands of advancing herdsmen into the Benue Valley. The group, which asked Benue indigents to come prepared with food items, beddings, toothpaste, and the like, as well as electronic gadgets to promote the peaceful occupation, also condemned the herdsman killing in southern Kaduna and Taraba State. To the health sector, the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, an agency of the federal government in charge of vaccines and immunization exercises, have debunked the report of a suspected polio outbreak in Rivers State. The acting executive director of the agency, Mr. Emmanuel Odu, told journalists at a press conference in Abuja that the reports from the agency's technical team deployed to the state shows that the suspected case is not polio. According to him, the reported case is that of a medical condition in which one or both feet of a child is twisted into an abnormal position, usually at birth.
Disease surveillance and notification officers in all the LGA local government areas work daily and are positioned to reach any community in every local government area throughout the country to detect any child that presents with signs suggestive of poliomyelitis or polio paralysis. And these include fever, weakness, or flaccid or flabby or loose paralysis of a limb or both limbs. These were not found on the child. Rather, a club foot of the right leg was found. It is known in medical circle as canicus, a condition in which one or both feet are twisted into an abnormal position and usually happens even at birth. As a matter of fact, the process begins usually in the third week within the first 3 months of pregnancy or intrauterine life.
Also in the health sector, but this time in the southwestern region of the country, members of the National Association of Resident Doctors at the Federal Medical Centers in Owo, Ondo State, have called on the federal government to recall the 22 doctors sacked in that hospital. The association president, Ahmed Olanipeku, urges the government to also implement the white paper on residency programs, amongst other demands.
Doctors were forced to go on strike in August 2016 after enduring unpaid salary from January 2016 to August 2016. And the only way the government is paying back is to deny them further salaries. We are saying this is unfair. If the government is implementing no work, no pay, what of the work that has been done? Where is the pay? We are saying before it is too late that the people should call on the government to answer the needs of Nigerian doctors. And some of these needs include roadmap and timeline for the implementation of the National Health Act signed into law since 2014. That there should be a timeline for the revamping of the teaching hospitals, the facilities and equipment, so that Nigerians can come to the health centers or the health facilities and be taken care of.
Meanwhile, in the southeastern part of the country, reprieve has come the way of the people of Umuchima community in Idiato South local government area of Imo State, following the commissioning of the first ever primary healthcare center in over 3 decades. The villagers, who could not hide their joy, told Channels Television that it's a dream come true and that the new health center will surely end the high number of maternal and infant mortality recorded in the area.
The primary healthcare delivery system is the first point of care for any individual with health issues, and it's designed to cater for over 60% of Nigerians who seek healthcare services, especially in the rural areas. For over 30 years, residents of Umuchima in Idiato South local government area of Imo State have had to travel over 5 kilometers to a neighboring community to access primary healthcare services.
Among all the health centers in the whole Idiato North and South, none is located in Umuchima.
But the story has changed with this new primary healthcare center built by the Imo State government. Members of the community are here to witness the commissioning. The task is performed by the representative of the Minister for Women Affairs and Social Development and the Imo State Commissioner for Health.
God is Son and God the Holy Spirit.
The first thing is that the community should not really abandon this thing. They should also be coming from time to time. Thank God for the SDC that His Excellency has set up. so that people will be able to know. Even the workers here will be able to know that somebody is coming to also watch and monitor them. And then they must develop confidence in this facility to make sure that when they get sick, instead of patronizing quack doctors, they should be able to come here and have access to the quality healthcare delivery which the government is providing.
A lot of things will be done here, which the Honorable Minister we link up with the Minister of Health to see that this community, this health center, gets some drugs, get good doctors that will be paid by the federal government. So many things will be done.
The people are overjoyed that they have a healthcare center within their reach.
If we have expert hand here, they know about obstetrical emergencies and they can cope up with it so that no woman dies while she is in labor or while she is delivering.
We have thought of doing this for over 20 years, so it is a dream come true.
The health facility is just like a hospital. It has about 4 rooms of doctors' consulting room with labor room, a female wall and male wall. So the essence of it is to ensure that the people of Umuchima here have access to health facilities.
The importance placed on this new healthcare center is evident in the need of the people of Umuchima, as they no longer have to travel long distances to get access to good healthcare.
Watching news across Nigeria. Coming up, the governor of Ogun State promises continued purposeful leadership. Please stay with us.